Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast on the Season 1 calendar. It is Race 9. So here we go. We're going to cover our session goals, and then we'll head out on track. So they want us to finish in 7th, which is actually exactly where we qualified, and obviously place higher in the race than Max Verstappen. So we're having a rivalry with him that we're just getting our butts handed to, specifically. But we'll see how this goes for us this race. Either way, I'm now going to turn it over to our announce team, and I hope you guys will enjoy this.
Austria, traditional home of many great things. Apple strudel, Mozart, Niki Lauda, oh, and of course, one of the finest high-speed racetracks on the planet. We're right in the thick of the season now, and the championship battle is hotting up. But if there's any race that stands to rip up the form book, it's this one. The Red Bull Ring then, 700 metres above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones, and watch out for overtakes into turn 2 as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers steam up the inside. Anthony Davidson joins me to talk you through the action here today at what is quite an unusual racetrack, wouldn't you say, Ant?
Yeah, it's quite an odd layout around here. The thing about Austria is that it's a harder circuit to master than what really been punished, and it's very easy to slide wide into the runoff area and lose a huge chunk of time. Luckily, because it's such a short circuit though, you have plenty of opportunities to perfect the lap.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Nico Rosberg completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Max Verstappen, and a Haas. Massa, Bottas, Vettel, and Sergio Perez. Alonso, Grosjean, Daniel Kvyat, and Hülkenberg. Sainz, Palmer, Kevin Magnussen, and Pascal Wehrlein. Button and Nasser, Marcus Ericsson, and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
System checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. You have 4 laps till your pit window opens. damaged front wing will affect...
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
Okay, this is Jeff, can you hear me? There's a fair amount of damage to the front wing. Okay, you need to give that position back. That was an illegal overtake.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Nico Hülkenberg, hasn't it? Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased with that one.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Extremely disappointed in the results that we had here. I was actually hoping for a little bit more, knowing that our next race is just going to be absolutely horrendous for me. Wow, looks like Max was caught up in that as well. Just, like I said, just a bad day for, I think, everybody, really. Luckily, we gained 1 point by staying higher than we were supposed to. So, yeah. And we didn't finish last, even better. So as you can see, though, we will be making an engine upgrade. So we'll get that done and see where we come out and see who else is making upgrades in time for the British Grand Prix in Silverstone.
Hi, I've got something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
All right. So there we go with that, and we'll see what else we have here. Renault doing 3 upgrades to try to increase their car, and it works for them as they now jump to the third slowest team. They were first, so they were the slowest car out there, so that's good for them. We are inching closer. We do move a little bit away from Williams, and hopefully will get us into a better position to compete against Ferrari and Red Bull and Mercedes. Obviously, we do have that win in Baku, third DNF in Austria, and we head to a track that I absolutely despise. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't do well here either. So either way, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll see you next time.